Welcome to Voice Bootcamp, a global name in unified communication. In this lab, I'm going to help a candidate troubleshoot his outbound call. So whenever he makes a 911 call from his phone, he's getting a fast busy even though the gateway everything is showing registered properly. So here's my PSTN phone and here's my IP phone. So I'm going to make a 911 call and see what happened. As you can see, I'm getting a fast busy when I dial 911. So let's take a look at the configuration to make sure that all the devices are configured as per the requirements. So I'll go to gateway first. So here I'll select the Toronto gateway because that's the gateway that is where the call is failing. I will click on the port. Now, as you can see, it is showing registered in the call manager. It's top down, so everything looks fine from the call manager's perspective. On the gateway side, make sure if I type show ISDN status, so my T1 is established. Type show CCM manager. My call manager is showing registered. So what seems to be the problem? So let's do a debug ISDN Q931 to make sure to see if the call is even hitting the router. So as you can see, I'm still getting a fast busy, but I'm not seeing anything on the screen. So debug ISDN Q931 is not going to even work because the call is for some reason not hitting the port itself. So let's try debug VoIP CCAPI in out. I still don't see anything coming into the router. Okay, so let's analyze the configuration. So I have my switch type configured properly. So my MGCP configuration is there as well. Now let's go back and take a look at the D channel. So as you notice, in the D channel I'm missing a command, and that's called ISDN bind L3 command. So that's probably the main reason why the call is failing. Now if everything is registered properly and the call still fails, so most likely the problem is on the D channel configuration. So I'll say ISDN D channel 23 bind ISDN bind -L3 CCM manager. Okay, so nothing has changed. As you can see, no error messages, no control messages. My gateway is still registered. ISDN is still registered. Yep. Now if I go back up, so the easiest way to troubleshoot this problem, I guess, is when you type show ISDN status, for example. Take a look at this. Because this has to be an MGCP gateway, when you look at show ISDN status configuration, just above the layer 1 status, you should see that the L3 protocol is binded to CCM manager with 0x003. Don't worry about the hexadecimal code, just take a look at that. It must be CCM manager right here. If I go all the way up, where's our previous debugging of the same command right here, show ISDN status, you notice how there is no L3 bind command. It was all registered to the H223. So that basically gives you an indication that your bind command is missing because your D channel is not being binded to the call manager. So if I were to make the same call, or if I were to say redial, and as you can see, the call is hitting the PSTN, which is right here. Okay, so small mistakes like that can cause a serious time in the lab, and this is something that you want to make sure that you don't you do not waste time by silly mistakes like this. So always when you type show ISDN status, make sure you know what you're looking for. Don't just look for the multi-frame established, which is good, but then you saw that in this scenario multi-frame was established but the call still did not go through, but because they failed to notice the bind command or L3 command.